The offensive line has created, 6 straight games of 200 yards rushing. The offensive line has played better. What's been, the key for the past 6 weeks to get you guys going for, getting 200 rushing yards?
I'll say working together as a unit, every day. We choosing to come watch film together. And in the past years, everybody kind of just did their own thing. But now since we all working together as a unit, now you're seeing what's happening here at Florida State.
Robert, Coach Norvell talks a lot about how Florida and Miami are different. Like, he preaches that these are important games, these are different games. How much does he talk? I know you want to have the faceless opponent attitude, but in 6 days you're going to be playing a really big game in that stadium. What does he preach about this game, what it should mean to the program, and what it should mean to you guys? And when do you start thinking about Florida?
Thing is, I try not to worry about the opponent. It's more just worrying about make sure I'm doing my job. Because if you're doing your job, everything will play out at the end of the day.
I know Dylan got to break the rock, and I know it was kind of as a representative of the offensive line. I mean, to be where the group was, when you got here, to then be, able to break the rock, to have the season y'all have had, what does that mean?
Man, it mean a lot. And to the reason why it really mean a lot is because people are seeing it and showing that, we seeing that we changing around the program around here. And in the past 2 years, it wasn't always good, but now it's getting better and improvement. But we just gonna keep working. So therefore, we won't go back down to where we used to be.
Usually, it seems like smaller guys are breaking the rock, or coaches. How did Dylan do? Did he represent you guys pretty well?
Oh, yeah, he did good. He had a hat on, got the glasses on. I was finna give him my goggles, but he did good. I'm happy for him. He old man. I'm glad he did it. Plus, he already looked like a caveman. He got the beard, and it worked out real good for him. So, he's gonna look good on IG.
Looking like a caveman aside, what has Dylan done for the offensive line room in terms of maturity, experience? With him only having a couple of games left, what kind of impact has he made at the position?
Man, Dylan Givens, man, he mean a lot to me. He came here, and he could have been selfish and just worried about himself, but he was trying to grow the unit. And, the fist bump that we do out the area play, that came from him. Him choosing what time we need to meet together, him telling us what time we need to be in the building. Man, I appreciate him because a lot of people shouldn't have done that stuff sometimes, but it's the way he do it and the way he move out here, it's just nothing but respect to him.
Hey, Robert, I heard what you were saying about just focusing on your job and everything, but shoot me straight. How much did you guys think about the Gators and beating them during the offseason?
Man, Coach always say it's 2 teams. He don't never say their names, because you already know who they are. And basically, to me, especially after last year, that was my first time playing against an ACC team. And, earlier this season, I have a lot of confidence, and at the end of the day, I'm going to make sure I don't play sorry. Because my mom, she going to call me and make sure you did a good job. So I'm going to do the best I can,
Robert, you mentioned Coach Norvell not mentioning Florida by name. Is that something the whole team's been doing this whole offseason and this season? And just that game from last year, what do you kind of remember from it?
Well, nobody say the name. I ain't heard it yet, but, I'm not planning on hearing it. And after last season, they do leave a little taste in your mouth, you just man, come on, so we really excited about the game, I think it's more excitement and just ready to get it done, based off of what happened last year.
Coach was talking about how at the end of the year you want to be playing your best. It seems like you guys are in good shape physically. I'm sure you're sore, but you got Trayshawn back now, and it seems like more guys are healthy. How good do you feel about this team late in the season?
I feel good because every day I'll be seeing other people in the training room because I'll be in the training room. So that's a good sign. Everybody, even if you're not hurt, you're in the training room. So I think we're in a good spot where we're at right now.
Robert, what you guys are doing right now, these last 4 games that you've won, what you guys are doing to teams, not a lot of other teams in the country are dominating their opponent the way you guys are. I know you talked about making your mom proud, but I'm sure you hoped for this sort of success 2 years ago. Now that it's kind of real, can you talk about how it feels and what you kind of attribute all the success to?
Yes, sir. It didn't hit me really till today because it was I had one more drive after halftime. I was like, and I was talking to Fabo, and I was talking to a couple other guys, and I was like, bro, we really just chilling right now. I ain't did this since I've been here. I ain't know we could do this, you know. I was like, right now we be trying to win the game. And so that's when it really hit me, like, and I'm seeing the success, and then even the people that's behind us, like the 2s, the 3s, they getting in. My boy Marquise caught the touchdown one hand. It was kind of crazy, though, because, you know, at practice, he don't be doing that, and so then we see it in the game, it's like, okay, you might got some other skills behind you. You know, you ain't just blocking. You can catch too. But beside that, though, I just see the success, and we all working together. And I think it's just because we always hang out with each other. I think that's why a lot was going on off the field is on the field. So.
You mentioned you're just chilling, you know, but how much coaching are you doing for the second and third team players get in there to, you know, make sure they get better? Because you obviously want to leave Florida State in a better spot than you got here.
Oh, for sure. You know, I don't want my young bulls in there looking sorry. I'm telling them what's going on. They ask me what kind of pass rush they getting, what they twisting. And I like those questions because if they young, asking them questions, imagine what they're going to be when they get older.
Anything else?
Appreciate y'all.